Hey, we used to be down by 10. Now check scope, boy, I knew I was destined to win. It's a whole bunch of losses I took on the chin. I just had to remember that just how it is. And that's just how it go. Lil' bro facing 20, he 20 years old. I'm 25, I done beat up the road. Went from New York to Texas and all the way home. Hey, I'm from the country. We putting hot sauce on a pork chop sandwich. The plug say he getting shit in from Cali, so he paying shipping and handling. I talked to some people, they told me you probably could blow. You just need a little management. Boy, I don't give a fuck about the industry. I find a plug and get rich off of cannabis. I don't give a fuck about the industry. I work a job as long as my son's straight. Bitch, I been him with this music since bro used to cook me a beat on the lunch tray. I hate when they act throwed off. That boy wanna crash in his head on a one-way. Bum from that dirty ass south for real. We'll set that bitch off on a Monday. But we'll set that bitch off on a Wednesday. Shit, I told my dog that he more like a brother to me, but I still pull a melee if he go against me. White boy, my name ain't Josh, but I keep the Drake in case they try to get me, and I call it burning on the hula hoop boy, cause they like to spin around some shit till they dizzy. I just told them to vibe, cause this shit just something to ride to. But stood on that same block for some years, working that bitch like a drive-thru. I cut off some people I love, and I still can't believe I'm the person they lied to. I hate little buddy, always on the net, talking about he a shark, but that fish should get fried too. Your ass will die too, for thanking you Superman. Bro said he moved to the Ages to fuck some new hoes, and start catching plays out of Uber van. They be get wet as the Hoover Dam. If I out this bitch, I'm a shooter man. Bitch, I'm from Georgia, deep down south. We grew up on Jeezy and Gucci Man. As my uncle would say, on Gucci Man. We grew up on Friday and Pootie Tang. Used to eat on the noodles and noodle things. Leave the hood and come back like a boomerang. Leave the hood and come back like a junkie. Boy, I'm in the spot kicking shit, call me Mr. Miyagi. They big ass stick, but I don't play hockey. These 7'2", take the air out his body. We putting hot sauce on a pork chop sandwich. The plug said he getting shit in from Cali, so he paying shipping and handling. I talked to some people, they told me you probably could blow. You just need a little management. Boy, I don't give a fuck about the industry. I find a plug and get rich off of cannabis.
How y'all doing, and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, click around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link is down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all.
Putting hot sauce on the pork chop sandwich. What it do, man? How y'all living? It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. What is the it is July. Damn it, I say July. I'm tripping. March. March the 17th, 20 to 26. We still alive. Yeah. Florida is getting a little wet. Florida getting a little wet. Hey, it was 50 degrees earlier. I say now ain't that something? It just had them storm yesterday, the day before that right there, and then it dropped down to 50 degrees. What's going on? Do y'all even understand that the grass ain't been growing? The grass ain't been growing since I'm gonna get like November. November, the weather went to changing. I think I cut my grass probably like once. I think I cut my grass before Thanksgiving or something like that right there. I still ain't cut it. Listen, the shit ain't growing. It is not growing. I don't know what to do. I don't want to put like no miracle grow on it because then it's gonna grow too high. You know what I'm saying? And I don't need much light to be out there with that more. Sure enough, don't. But the grass ain't growing. Something going on. I saw a little post. Of what it said, my president, your president, our president, is gonna say something about our extraterrestrial friends. That's what I saw. I saw a little post. They said that he gonna say a few things, but we don't know when. They say, and also it may be he is gonna add in some videos or something like that right there to prove what he's saying. I'm guessing, but we never know. We never know with all these posts. A lot of this stuff is AI. So it's kind of like we really don't know who to believe around here, but you can't tell lies on the internet. You can't post fake stuff on the internet, so everything on the internet true. Just saying something. Just saying something, man. How's y'all doing? Baltimore's in the house. What it do? Say STD St. Patrick's Day. Oh, today is St. Patty's Day. You is lying to me. Hold on. Is it today or was it yesterday? When is St. Patrick's Day? Is it today? It's Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. It's Tuesday. That's what's up. St. Patrick's Day is observed annually on March the 17th. This date commemorates the traditional death date. The death date of St. Patrick's, the patron saint of Ireland. Originally a religious fest day, it has evolved into a global celebration of Irish culture, featuring parades, special foods, and wearing green. Oh, such a beautiful day. St. Patrick had done died on the 17th of March. That's what they saying. Y'all get the celebration on, drink all the beer that you can, you know, just to celebrate. Hold on. Okay, bam. We got that right there together. Huh? Y'all come on in and hit the thumbs up button and not be afraid. I need the support, like I always say. Subscribe. All that right there. I don't know if we're going to be here long. I'm already not feeling well. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think it's something in the air. I think they're spraying something in the air out here. They got to play it down because I went outside. And y'all know we're not supposed to be going outside. I have no idea what would have possessed me to go outside amongst the people. I think ever since C-19, it has really gotten a whole bunch of us not wanting to go outside and mingle with the people, but it also got us comfortable with not being outside dealing with the people. Just saying. Oh, see, we going back to yawning. Did I see Afro Man's civil trial? Nope. I haven't paid attention to it. Somebody had done something to me, but I have not paid attention to it. There's a lot of things that I have been missing, which I'm trying to catch up on. I got a whole bunch of things that I have not talked about. I don't know why. But there's something going on. Things getting really, really mixed up. Let me click off that. Did y'all see where they say that they might have to hold on. Let me go to the New York Post. Let me go to the Post real quick. New York Post. It should be the top story, but undoubtedly is not the top story. But let me see. That they is talking about that they may have to close the airports. Let's see. Airport closures. I guess that's how you spell closures. I don't know. It's something like that. Iran. Airports CEO urges Congress to end the standoff. Pay the security guards. We need the security paid because if we don't pay the security guards, they may have to close the system. Airport could be forced into doomsday scenario if DMs in the. I guess this is it. I should have been pulled it up, but you say, Willie, you on probation, you can't leave early. I don't know, man. I feel a little down. I think I was kind of depressed today. You say most are closing the terminals? I was seeing some videos, I think it was yesterday or the day before, to where people was outside the airport. How you gonna have me posted up outside the airport? I don't understand that. Like, you mean to tell me I can't wait on the inside because the line too long? Crazy out here in these streets. Shout out to Anna Z for the $2 cash shot to say for the new shirts. I appreciate that right there. For real though. You say Philly did close down some terminals? Got to be more careful. This stuff is getting out of hand, y'all. This stuff is really getting out of hand. What was this right here? I got a video that I want to do. The TSA like, y'all better get us back out here. Well, I don't want to do like the long one. I don't want to give y'all the long one, so I'm gonna click on this short one. And maybe if I click on the short one, it can give y'all what needed to be stated out here in these doggone street. Let me go ahead and put it up on the screen for you real quick. I think that's it. The airline CEOs are saying that the TSA $0 paychecks is simply unacceptable.
Morning, the nation's airlines are turning up the heat on Congress as the TSA's 50,000 employees remain on the job and without pay. In a letter to lawmakers, the CEOs of the major carriers called the $0 paycheck that TSA officers received Friday simply unacceptable, and warned that the failure to fund the Department of Homeland Security comes as airlines expect a record 171 million passengers this spring season. Since the partial shutdown began, hundreds of TSA officers have quit, as call-out rates have also increased significantly.
Hundreds have quit this time around. Now listen, they just went through the thing last year. They just went through it in December. October, November, December. They just went through it, and now they back into it. So a lot of them said, F it. I'm gone. I'm finna go work for Walmart or something like that right there. At least I know I would get a paycheck every doggone week or every 2 weeks, depends on how Walmart be out here paying. So they're not playing this time around. So listen, if y'all do need a job, you can go ahead and apply, and I'm pretty sure that they will hire you, but you will not get paid until they open back up the banks, something like that.
How is morale right now?
The morale.
It's degrading. We're not red. We're not blue. We're not partisan. We're red, white, and blue. We're Americans.
We're American.
We protect the American traveler.
From Florida to Illinois, Georgia to Texas, staffing shortages are contributing to extremely long waits. Wow. In Oakland, California, a local food bank has been delivering groceries to TSA workers whose salaries start at about $35,000 to $45,000. Compared with most members of Congress, who start at 5 times that amount, and continue to hold up DHS funding over disagreements on reforms to ICE policing tactics.
I will not approve another dollar for ICE, given all that they're doing. But we should be funding those TSA agents that keep us safe.
Well, we can get to a better place if they would just come to their senses and negotiate after they open it up.
President Trump on Sunday posting support for those going in, writing in part, "Go to work."
They're working hard. They're up there. I don't think.
Go to work, man. Listen. Stop all that crying. Stop all that little crying. Go to work. As soon as we get our act together, then damn it, the check gonna be in the mail. Just take your behind to work, cause we still got to fly. The president got to fly, so you all definitely cannot close the airports.
Any of us would go to work if we knew we weren't going to get paid.
For many TSA officers, it's all very discouraging.
Do you keep this job? Are you better off flipping burgers, where you know you're going to get a paycheck?
Yeah, consider that last fall when they missed 3 paychecks, they then had to wait a month to get their full back pay.
Oh, damn.
So it's not like you turn on the faucet and suddenly it's there. By the way,
I thought that's how it worked. As soon as we lift this thing, y'all got the back pay money. Oh, so y'all still got to wait like a whole nother month to get the back pay? Oh, Jesus. Oh, no.
Not just TSA. It's the Coast Guard, it's FEMA, it's U.S. Cyber Command working without pay right now. Craig?
The Coast Guard, people who save people from drowning. Imagine that your boat done capsized or something, and you, mayday, help, shit, help. We out here, the coordinates 112.967891 11 12 13, latitude 22 45 76 19. And they call back, we hear you. We just waiting to get paid. Got to be more careful. Jesus, what is they supposed to do? I don't, Listen, and I do understand because y'all do know that that's a part of the union. The union say that y'all just can't stop working, although they will shut down, that they won't pay you. I say this is twice back to back. Now, I don't know, has this ever happened in history? I have no idea. Maybe I need to ask my AI la, but I'm just here to tell y'all, maybe this will force Congress to get up off their behind if they all stop working. If they just stop working. I mean, don't nobody go to work. Huh? I do understand what people say. Well, Willie, Congress, the unions, and you may be penalized if you don't go to. If everybody don't go to work, then everybody gonna get penalized. And I guess, how would you get penalized? I have no idea. Do any of you know how would you get penalized if you do not go to work, although you was under a union contract from TSA? How would they do that? What, fire you? And they still would have to pay you by law because you have worked for those dollars. You have worked for those hours, so they still owe you some money. Say it's never happened in history. 2 back-to-back. Y'all, this is less than 3 months. This is less than 3 months of them opening up the government. We're closing it, opening, and closing it again. That was less than 3 months. A bitch ain't even had a chance to bounce back. Do you know how many? You know how many sugar daddies done? You know these girls can't pay for college. Do y'all know how many side pieces have been separated from and relationships has been destroyed? Huh? Now, in my mind, the best way, I do understand that there's ways that we're supposed to do it. In my mind, the best way, don't nobody show up.
Is that let's take,
because in my mind, it seems like we will continue to do what we're doing knowing that y'all still gonna work. It's kind of like when we don't hold people accountable, but specifically women, when we don't hold them accountable, they will continue to act their ass out here in these streets. Why? Because we do not hold them accountable. Your children will continue to act their ass until you hold them accountable. Once you hold them accountable, they start acting their ass, right? So the best way for the people, the public, the citizens to hold Congress accountable, don't even much go in. Then every single Congress employee knows that now their job is on the line when it's time for us to vote.
take a look
and just play just a little bit of this right here.
At a news suppressor that's happening right now. Some TSA workers are
I wonder how she looked without her representative on, though.
Speaking out due to the long wait times and workers calling out, and they have missed their paychecks. That's the main thing here. This comes on the heels of the first missed paycheck, according to their news release. Today, some union leaders representing these TSA workers, and the union leaders are also TSA workers, are hosting this conference. Let's listen in.
I wonder what she looked like without her representative. Y'all pay attention to her face, because when she's not talking, she's going to be standing next to the dude who is going to be talking, and I just want y'all to pay attention to the faces that she going to make. It's hilarious.
I actually had the chance to talk to so many TSA agents, and they're saying people can't come to work because they don't have child care, gas is high, they can't get here. But what we were able to do is come up with a solution. This is not a partisan problem. It's actually a problem for all people. We came up with a solution. We brought thousands of dollars worth of food here today to make sure that the TSA workers can get something to eat. Listen, I'm calling on Congress to fix this thing because people need to get to work and they need to get to eat. But the thing about it is, the TSA, without the TSA, this whole airport was shut down. This
facts. You see what I'm just trying to tell y'all? Don't go to work.
This is in Clayton County, y'all, and the airport was shut down, and meaning that we could not get to the areas that we need to get to. So let's fix this problem. Let's come up with solutions, not just problems. And I'm Dr. Heavenly Combs, and I want to tell y'all, thank you TSA workers for coming to work. Thank you all essential workers for coming to work in this partial government shutdown.
See, the reason that it's still shut down because of everybody is not being affected. Shut down the airports. I can guarantee you they will have an emergency meeting right now.
Next we'll have George Borek.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is George Borek, the last name B-O-R-E-K. I am a shop steward here for AFGE. Aaron hit on a lot of the points that we are faced with today, but let me go back in time with myself.
Go ahead,
I am a retired firefighter. I worked for 34 years and 4 months in Jersey City, New Jersey. I was there for the '93 bombing of the World Trade Center. I was there for 9/11. One of the things that we took out of these incidents is that when you have turmoil in the country and turmoil in the world, you gear up. You gear up your resources, different locations. There's more police here. You know, we should have more TSA. But we can't do that unless Congress does what they need to do. Fund us. Let us go back to work. Let us gear up. We have a lot of things that are going to be happening. You have a soccer tournament coming soon.
Oh yeah, ain't the FOSFA, the FIFA, the Super Bowl of soccer or something like that right there is coming to Atlanta, because this is in Atlanta right now. Watch this. I can guarantee you that this thing is gonna be over before the soccer thing comes. I can almost guarantee you.
6 weeks. We need to do our job. We want to do our job, but they're preventing us from doing our job. When people have to make a determination whether it stay home with their children, take care of their children, or they have no gas.
I told y'all the last time, shout out to all my TSA workers and all of my federal workers who was not getting paid. I told y'all that y'all need to put things in order, because ain't nowhere in the hell you should just be missing a check and now shit turns into chaos. I'm just saying, a lot of y'all single people out here, especially y'all single with kids, and now y'all ain't got nobody to watch your kids. And remember, you would do anything for your children. In my mind, you should be getting peed in for your children out here. You should have some type of boyfriend or somebody who is willing to pee in you and watch the children all at the same doggone time and eat your children snacks or something. Remember, do anything for your kids. Stop faking. Go ahead.
We want to do our job. So let me just leave this. Congressional people always say that they're going into communities and sitting at the table on kitchen table issues. This is a kitchen table issue.
He's mad.
I challenge.
Can I ask y'all one quick question? And I ain't even trying to be funny or nothing like that. But what at what point? At what point do we say, hold on, I'm trying to get it.
They're preventing us from doing our job. When people have to make our job, we want to.
At what point do we say enough is enough? I'm not talking about the planes. I'm not talking about the airport, none of that flight. At what point, players, do we say we just gonna cut the rest of it off? Do y'all see the face that baby making? Maybe because I paused it right there.
Do our job. But
at what point do we say, no? It got to go. Let's go with the baldy. You know what I'm saying? And damn it, we just got to rock the baldy. And after people see you with a bald head for at least 3 months, now they're used to it. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be all right. Pimp. Sometimes we just got to let it go, because that thing skint back like a drop top Benz.
Preventing us from doing our job. When people have to make a determination whether it stay home with their children, take care of their children, or they have no gas. We want to do our job. So let me just leave this. Congressional people always say that they're going into communities and sitting at the table on kitchen table issues. This is a kitchen table issue.
Right.
I challenge them, come into the different airports, no matter where you are in the country. Sit at the table, speak to the TSA officers, find out from them what's going on. Because I can tell you, they're going to hear a different story than what they're not hearing right now. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, pal.
All right, so I will take any questions as maybe want to have.
Why she looking at Buddy like this, man? Look. Look at our sister. Listen, I understand that she's angry, and she's supposed to be angry at the system and at white supremacy, right? Because white folk, Congress, don't even worry about it. I was just joking, but now I'm for real. She's looking angry at Buddy. I don't know why. Do y'all see how she gave him that look like, I don't like you, but watch.
All right, so I will take any questions.
Look. That's the look right there. That's that look right there, players. Y'all got to be careful. If your little la look at you like that right here, please watch your 3, your 6, and your 9 at all time. Watch your peripherals. Because she is in his peripherals, and I hope that he see what we would call in the South how she easing him. I don't like her easing.
Does baby want to has them? Yes.
I'm gonna leave it right there. I just wanted to point that little fly stuff right there. That baby looking at him like, why? Listen, you say something else. Did you say something else in front of these goddamn people? Huh? You look kind of crazy. But then, damn it, it's a sad time. It's a sad time. 2020. It's 2026. And things is changing out here. Now, do y'all know what else is gonna be like a real problem when they decide to go ahead on and change the TSA to the robots? When they decide to go ahead on and get the robots the jobs, it's gonna be a real problem. Gonna be a real problem out here, man. Moving right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. Let me go ahead on, take you on down here to Dade County. Dade County in the jail system. In the jail system, you mess around and get whooped. Playing, doing something with your mouth. You're talking. I be trying to tell y'all, Willie say hush out here. Let the authorities be the authority, you know. I try to sound real sophisticated just then. Let the authorities be the authority. Y'all be out here faking and stuff like that. When you're thinking that you're running things, but you're really not running things. You was not in control. Let me go ahead on and show you just a tad bit, just a little some of what I'm talking about. We have surveillance. Surveillance is showing a correction officer who is beaten. Bop, 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 bop. They say they hit him by 11 times. A handcuffed inmate inside the elevator. Player couldn't run or nothing. Y'all look at this right here, man.
We begin with new video exclusively obtained by NBC6 showing the moment a Miami-Dade corrections officer beat up an inmate inside the jail.
Last week, NBC6 exclusively reported the officer was arrested in January. That was nearly 3 years after the beating.
NBC6's Christian Colon has been following this story.
He keep pushing them back like he trying to say, you better not tell them that I like men. You know
and joins us with the video you'll see only on 6, and we do want to warn you that the video might be hard to watch.
Maybe.
Video from the Miami-Dade County Pretrial Detention Center shows an officer repeatedly striking an inmate inside an elevator. Roughly 11 punches were thrown, several of them landing.
Come on, so you can go downstairs.
About 6 hours later, body camera video shows inmate Spencer Butler inside a room. An officer is seen pointing a weapon through the window. It's now about 2 a.m. on March 2nd, 2023.
Go ahead, remember that.
Butler is then pulled out of the room by a crowd of officers, upset about getting beaten up.
I done got beat already, and y'all see him talking about I'm trying to do something, bro. I've been in cuffs for a long time. When they put his hands on me the first time.
Officers then placed Butler in a shower. For an unknown reason, he was pepper sprayed.
You want to decontaminate? Want to decontaminate what? Do you want an opportunity to get the OC spray off of you?
Do you want an opportunity to rinse this spray that we hadn't sprayed on you off of you, pimp?
If not, I didn't have to get sprayed. I didn't know, sir. What you talking about?
Records show Butler was struck by Officer Myth Louise June on March 1st. Photos obtained by NBC6 show the officer with bloody bruises on his knuckle.
Give you the opportunity to write a statement about what transpired with you on the elevator with Officer Louise June.
Later, Butler is asked to describe the officer's actions in the elevator. This is how Butler described it.
AGGRESSIV.
Officer Lou.
Whoa, wait, AGGRS. Hold on, we gotta write this down.
Described it.
Hold on, slow down, pimp. AGGOR. I think aggressive is what he's trying to spell.
Butler described it.
AGGRESSIV.
Officer Louise June was in charge until January of this year, nearly 3 years later. State attorneys tell NBC6 the delay in the misdemeanor charge was due to the officer's prior attorney wanting to investigate the case. Miami-Dade Corrections told NBC6 the arrest stems from an investigation into staff misconduct.
Ooh, boy, you can really fight when your opponent got cuffs on. You can use a real good fighter, boy, when he can't swing back, boy, I tell you.
And the officer's attorney told us he did not see the video last week. He told us his client was acting in self-defense. The officer was relieved of duty with pay. As for the inmate, he is currently in jail on unrelated charges, and his attorney did not want to comment. In Miami, Christian Colon.
Okay, so our officer had done said I was defending myself. You know, it was in retaliation. It was self-defense. Shout out to Big Moochie for the 199 super chat. Say, Willie, did he get beat up for harming a child? Ooh. I am surprised that they didn't tell us why he was even in jail, though. You know. But the officer saying that he was defending
repeatedly
himself.
Striking an in
to watch.
Video from the Miami-Dade County Pretrial Detention Center.
Okay. I see where the threat was. Just then. Hold on, watch it.
Video from the Miami-Dade County.
See, when he yanked away, he probably thought that his elbow could have hit him in the face when he yanked away. Look.
Video from the Miami-Dade
Right
County
there, see,
Pretrial.
damn it. He thought like the elbow was like about to swing on him or something like that right there. Yeah, hey, dog. Self-defense.
Video from the Miami-Dade County Pretrial Detention Center shows an officer repeatedly striking an inmate inside an elevator. Roughly 11 punches were thrown, several
You got
of them.
to still, even though that you in handcuffs, pimp, you got to know how to weave and try to duck them things. But I do understand that he caught you off guard at first, and that kind of dazed you, because that would daze anybody. When look at this swing. Look how far back he came back. Look how far back, and then he had done came on in. So that will kind of knock you off your rock.
Detention Center shows an officer repeatedly.
You can get a concussion like that too.
Striking an inmate inside an elevator. Roughly 11 punches were thrown, several of them landing.
Come on, so you can go.
He hit a player so hard to where I think he fractured his knuckles. This is a shame. I just want to say to a player, you need to find you somebody who do pro bono, pimp. Because this is a payday. I just want to let you understand. Or call your mama or your grandma. Call your mama or your grandma, and then call Crump. Call your mama, grandma and them, then call Crump. The women, they get on TV crying and stuff. My baby ain't never did nothing to nobody, and look how the system is treating him. And this, and we went through slavery and all this right here, and the things that we had to fight for. You know what I'm saying? You know how. Shout out to our sisters though. Shout out to our sisters, because y'all will get to the bag. Y'all will get to the bag when there is a bag to get. But anyway, to any of my other inmate partners, shit like that right there, man, bob, weave, and or do not be aggressive. Comply, because you is in a position that you cannot win. Appreciate y'all rocking. Moving right along. I ain't gonna much over you can't win. You can't win. But I'm gonna tell you like this right here. I have been watching for like the past I started like on Saturday and Sunday, shit like that right there. I started watching. Hold on. Shout out to Big Moochie for the 199 super chat. He say he didn't drop and go to sleep. He say, but he's still standing. Yes, he was. Yeah, he took them blows and bounced back, and he hit the wall, and he was still up. He was still up like a real soldier out here in these streets. That's what's up. I have been watching. I don't know how many of you all have already watched it, but I have been watching El Chapo. I've been watching El Chapo. Oh, man, I like El Chapo. I want to be friends with El Chapo. El Chapo get the bag, bitch. El Chapo got the purple. And it's kind of like he don't really even care about the paper, because he know that the paper there. You know what I'm saying? But the reason I'm saying that right there, because I just watched the episode where he was in jail getting beat on. He was in jail getting beat on. Yeah. And things come to people when people tend to not forget. Just because you was in a position to dominate over somebody, just remember that person will not forget what you did to them. So while now you think that your life's sweet and everything, and things be going fine, and then you wondering why your children just died. You know what I'm saying? Like a children just got hit by a hammer. You know, just out the blue or something like that right there. Your grandma just got ran over by a track trailer. So, you know what I'm saying? Just out the blue. Things just happen. Like a lot of y'all like to call it, well, you got karma. I don't, Be careful who you're messing with. In my mind, if I'm in a position that, like, I literally, like, that is your life's purpose, in my opinion. If you get done a certain way, especially behind bars, if you get done a certain way, when I get out this right, yo, I don't get you back, boy. If I don't get you back, boy, my name ain't Willie Will. For real though, move right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. Listen, ladies, I'm trying to tell y'all for the longest, and I am the domestic love. Damn it, I'm not only the president, which I have also been a client. I like being a client too, for real, because we thrive on domestic love. I love a good domestic love story out here, because it shows me that we be trying to be together and we really want to be together, but then the devil jump in. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put on the devil. The devil jump in and try to destroy us out here in these streets. Although the devil can't be with all us at the same time, that's why different things happen at different times out here, because the devil be busy over there, over here, over there, and then he come on around at you, and now you got to figure out how you gonna deal with the fly shit. But anyway, we have a Chicago. We going around here to Chicago, a Chicago school. The whole school is mourning a teacher who had been shot to death in Washington Heights. But not only was this good teacher shot to death, her sister was also shot to death too. It's a sad little story. Let me give it to y'all right here. Oh God.
A well-known and beloved teacher who was fatally shot is being remembered today by her community.
Say, I am the domestic love whisperer. I like that right there.
Your school community. Good afternoon to you. I'm Lourdes Duarte in for Dina Bear. We go to WGN's Jewel Hillary. She's live at 79th and Yale with more.
Hi, good afternoon, Lourdes. We are inside of Raquan Scholastic Academy, where school just has not been the same this past week after 68-year-old head teacher Phyllis Goolsby, who is being honored and shown all types of love on this board behind me, was shot and killed last weekend. Teaching young children came naturally to Miss Goolsby, who worked at Raquan Scholastic Academy since 2011.
I like that color in the hair, though.
Where she taught 4-year-olds. Not only was she adored by her students, but she was like family to her coworkers. Last Saturday, Miss Goolsby and her 71-year-old sister, Tawana Thomas, were shot inside of their Washington Heights home. 75-year-old William Wallace Jr., a man Goolsby had dated for 25 years, is charged with 2 felony counts of first-degree murder. According to court,
they've been William Jr. been dating him 75, her 68, sister 71. They've been dating together, loving relationship for 25 years.
Court documents Wallace allegedly admitted to the crime multiple times. Raquan Neighbors, who has worked with Ms. Goolsby more than a decade, says she was more than an employee, but like an aunt who he and the school community loved.
That's 68 years old, man. Okay.
And missed deeply.
She was going to retire when she was 65. She said, I'm going to retire. Then she said, no, maybe next year. He said, no, maybe next year.
Okay.
He said, no, maybe next year. He said, you know what? I just love the kids. I'm just going to be here for the kids. And it was just a cycle. And especially just a couple weeks ago, 2 of the previous kids came back to say hi. They was 8 and 13. And she just cried. She gave him a hug.
Okay. Wonder what she did, though.
Well, today the school community is wearing Miss Goolsby's favorite color, blue. We're told that funeral services for her and her sister are scheduled for April 3rd and the 4th, and we're hearing that former parents and children from all across the country are expected to travel back to Chicago for those services. Reporting live on the South Side, I
wish that they would have gave it just a tad bit more, because like we really don't know what happened. How did they fall out? How did they fall short? What led up to it? I do not like when they half-ass us on a story. We need more. We need more. So let me just see something real quick. Let me see if there's like a updated version of this story right here, because I just need more. Hold on. Damn, they're saying 4 days. They're saying 2 days. We got 2 days, but from the same station. Oh, Memorial Hill. Okay, we got a same station, but it's 2 days later. Three. Got it. Bam. 4 months ago. No, we can go to the 2 days. We can do the 2 days real real
A
quick.
school remembers a beloved teacher who was fatally shot. WGN's Jewel Hillary has that story.
Hearts are heavy here inside of Raekwon Scholastic Academy, where the school community is mourning the loss and honoring the life of longtime head teacher, Miss Phyllis Goolsby. Little feet keep shuffling in and out of room 106, Miss Phyllis Goolsby's 4-year-old class. But there's an emptiness in the space without her powerful presence.
It hurts deep down inside.
When Raekwon neighbors opened Raekwon Scholastic Academy in 2011, Miss Goolsby was right there by his side.
The minute I opened, I called her up, and she's like, "I'm ready." And she came in just full force.
Over the course of 15 years, Miss Goolsby poured herself out to the school community, dedicating herself to creating a strong foundation for her students to excel.
A couple weeks ago, 2 of the previous kids came back to say hi, and they was 8 and 13. And she just cried. She gave him a hug and she was just tearing up.
Now Raekwon and the many others who love Miss Goolsby
That's my Miss Goolsby.
are trying to find the right words to express their heartache after the beloved teacher was fatally shot last Saturday.
And the last time I spoke to her was on Friday when she left from work. And I didn't know that was the last time I was going to see it.
68-year-old Goolsby and her 71-year-old sister, Twana Thomas, were shot inside of their Washington Heights home. 75-year-old William Wallace Jr., a man Goolsby dated 25 years, is charged in connection to the murders. According to court documents, Wallace admitted to the crime. As Raekwon copes, he says not only has he lost an incredible employee, but someone who was really more like an aunt.
She told me I was her favorite. Because it's me, my mom, and my wife who own the business. And she's like, "You're my favorite neighbors." And come to find out, she told all of us that.
Raekwon says he's grateful to have shared that same sentiment.
And we took a picture of her 68th birthday. She had printed out and gave it to me. And I had put it right up under my keyboard, right next to my keyboard. She said, "I don't believe you. You got a picture of me and you right there next to the keyboard?" I said, "You're my favorite too, Miss Goolsby."
I wonder if the boyfriend had done saw this right here now. All right now.
You're my favorite as well.
Funeral services for Miss Goolsby and her sister are scheduled for April 3rd and 4th. We're hearing that former parents and children from across the country are expected to travel back to Chicago for that memorial. Reporting on the South Side, I'm Jewel Hillary.
So they finna have funerals on the 3rd and 4th. How you gonna separate both of the sisters? If anything, they should get buried like at the same time, right? The sisters, they should get like at the same time. No. Listen, man. They've been together for 25 years. 25 years, and he said that she said, "You is my favorite," and then she took a picture and she printed it out and gave it to him. And again, what if the boyfriend saw this and they got into like a little argument or something? Now you never know. Shout out to our Dodge Trap for the $2 cash shot. He say all cause Democrats want illegals to vote. The hell? Okay. I appreciate that right there. For real though, dog. And listen. This is what I got to say to the media, because when you all don't give us enough, we have to speculate. That's the only thing that we can do, and that is what we're going to do as human beings out here in these doggone streets. A lot of people, they're not going to speculate like I'm going to speculate, because I'm going to think and say what y'all not going to think and say, because y'all would be like, "Oh, they would never. Oh, this would not even be a thought in my mind." Oh. In my mind, everybody be hunching. I don't know what y'all be thinking about. But anyway, sad story. Sad story. You say that this is a lifetime story, and it could be as soon as we find out what had done transpire. Moving right along. 68 years old. Got to be more careful. This is goes to show to all my good people out here. Domestic love happens in all age groups. All age groups. So do not think that you is what is the thing? Don't think that you is, what is the word for where you is not protected from like things happening? Do not think that you is immune. Don't think that you is immune to tragedy happening in your good life out here in these streets. Now let's go on around here. I think this in Philly. Let's go on out here to Philly. We got a story. I got a story to tell you. I got a story to go on and tell y'all about real quick. Because, again, y'all, we might not be here the whole time because my head is hot. I don't know why my head feel real hot. Hell, give y'all a pat on the back. Y'all done hit 100. Y'all done hit 100 by 48 after the hour. That's what I'm talking about. Can we get up to 150? Because I don't believe that we're going to get up to the 200. But can we get up to the 150? I need to support. Like I always say, listen, support is a verb. Support is a verb. A lot of y'all been real slack out here. A lot of y'all would not hit that doggone thumbs up button. I do not know why. I have no idea what's going on in your life. Maybe you need a hug or something like shit. I don't know. Maybe you work for TSA and shit and your money is on your mind. I get it, but damn it, since you're around here, at least go on and push a little button. It really ain't gonna hurt nothing. I need the button push. I'm talking to you. I know you walking around your kitchen at 7:49. You trying to find something to eat and all that like shit to go on to cook for your kids and for your little side dude, stuff like that, your little side chicken, all that right there. You can stop doing what you're doing. Get your fingers out of the flour, because you about to fry some. Shit is unhealthy, but we all love it, and we all gonna continue to do it. Just as long as we do it in damn it, little by little. I can't think of that other word that we supposed to go on to use. You supposed to eat it in spells. Go ahead on and hit that little button. Yes, exempt is the word I was looking for. Exempt. Now, what word did I use then? I used the word. I had done use the word. Or did I use exempt? I don't even much know. It was so far since so long ago. I don't know. He said, no, Willie, I'm sitting here with Mary Jane looking at you. I appreciate that right there. Moderation was the word that I was looking for in the second sentence. Appreciate y'all, man, for knowing what I be trying to say when I can't say it. Because I'm trying to say a lot. Let me go to, it's just so much. Hold on, wait. Slow me down, pimp. Slow me. I still ain't done that right now. I'm gonna have to do that on the Olo. We're gonna have to do that on the Olo because that deserves its own little thing. All right, let's go right here to Dallas. Dallas. Remember yesterday I had done talked about our good sister who had done lost the race. My heart go out to you, baby. Who had done lost the race in Dallas, Miss Crockett. Her security guard had done got gunned down by SWAT. He was out here playing, faking. Y'all know what I'm saying? Listen, when you don't comply, you out here faking. When you lose your life because you out here faking, then that's a you problem. That is really a you problem. And whatever had done happened to you need to go on and happen to you. But in Dallas, we got the footage. We got the footage of a player playing. What? No, watch it.
The Dallas Police Department showed body camera video from last week's officer-involved shooting outside of Children's Medical Center. The man who was shot was a longtime security guard for Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett. Police say he was wanted for posing as a federal agent and using fictitious businesses and fake credentials to hire legitimate police officers for off-duty jobs. Excuse me. Sean Rabb has a lot more, and it's pretty complicated on this story. Sean.
Complicated and amazing story of fraud and duping people at many levels. This man not only got close to Congresswoman Crockett, but also Dallas police officers, possibly officers from other agencies. He did it with a fake name and a bogus security company. Damon Robinson was known by many police and others as Mike King.
Mike King. I wonder if him and Miss Crockett was...
He secured security contracts and oftentimes hired real police to work for him. But the ruse started to unravel for Robinson in late February. One of his vehicles, a black SUV, was stolen, and Irving police put out a want to locate on that vehicle. A Dallas police officer thought he remembered that vehicle with a federal government license plate, a plate that also was stolen. That's how this investigation got started. March 11th now, plainclothes officers are following Robinson. By now they know that's his real name, right? He has a long record of theft, tampering with government documents, and has a parole violation. They don't get him stopped that day, losing sight of him at that time. But hours later, pull in behind the vehicle. He's a passenger in at a parking garage at Children's Health. Listen now to how that encounter unfolded.
Stand up! Put your hand up! Don't reach! Don't do it! Don't do it!
do it.
Police give commands for him to get out of the car and give up. They negotiate for an hour, offering to get family on the phone to try and get him to surrender. But as he gets out of the vehicle, he lowers his right hand, then raises it with a weapon, and 3 officers open fire. Police say he was not any type of federal law enforcement.
So the agencies he reported to work for do not exist. So basically special dignitary police. And so that agency does not exist within the federal government. So that's who he portrayed to be. That's so his IDs that he had put together show to be, but those agencies do not exist.
And what we now know, Robinson arrested multiple times for theft, probation violation.
Look at him, look at him. Imagine if this was under Trump. Imagine if this was one of the Trump employees. There's nothing that the administration could have said to let Democrats let it ride. I don't give a damn what y'all say. You mean to tell me this man done been in the system all these doggone times and he's able to work for y'all's? Okay.
Tampering with government records between 2011 and 2017. He had an active warrant for theft of checks at a hotel where he worked security in the past. Again, he provided additional security for Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett for some time. Her office sending a statement late this afternoon reading, "Our team followed all protocols outlined by the House to contract additional security. We were approved to use this vendor who also provided security services for additional entities in the local community and worked closely with law enforcement agencies, including Capitol Police." Wow. As Mike King, this man reportedly used a system that many companies use to recruit police officers to work part-time jobs. That system, that company, is Roll Call. DPD partnered with Roll Call in 2024 to try and improve the department's off-duty job program. Police would not discuss that in the news conference, but that company did meet with some police association leadership today and sent us a statement, in part reading, "At no point was this individual able to access personal data of any person." But remember, it was an officer who had worked a job for him some 6 months ago or so who remembered that black SUV with federal license plates that started this investigation, that at least the shooting part, the end of it, happened in that parking garage. But this is an investigation still far from over. All right.
So in my mind, he knew that he was finna go to the feds because he out here playing with the feds. He out here playing and acting as police out here in these doggone streets. I wonder, was he smashing or had he had done smashed Mick Crockett? You know what I'm saying? Because she's real educated and stuff like that, and it should be real difficult to smash a real educated woman out here in these streets. I'm just saying something. Listen, to all of you all, understand when you play with law enforcement, just make sure that somebody got some insurance on you so they can get paid out here in the street. Don't be selfish. Do not be selfish. I'm just trying to tell you. I liked that little video because, listen, I have not seen darker hue folk or anybody come out and say, well, they didn't have to shoot him. They could have tased him when he pulled the gun out and he was going to shoot them people. They had 19 ways of apprehending him. They ain't have to do him like that. He never did nothing wrong. You say, Willie, leave Jasmine alone. Oh, our sister just down bad right now. Listen, her and Tip need to go ahead on and link up, though. They need to do a podcast. Listen. We're going to have them a YouTube channel. Listen. They need to do, and like, to be honest, like Jasmine can really, hell, if they teamed up, they can do a political podcast that in my mind will boom. In my mind, I think that it'll be at least bigger than the First Lady's on. Just saying something. Moving right along. We got some domestic love to go on and talk about. We got a boyfriend. Because a lot of y'all be having boyfriends out here in the street. At what point do we stop being... At what age? Because it seems to me, regardless of the age, we will always be considered boyfriends if we're not married. If you're not married, you was a boyfriend. If you're not married, you're a girlfriend. Why is it once we get to be adults, we are still considered boy and girl? When boyfriend and girlfriend should have only been the term for non-adults. It should be man friend and woman friend, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Or at least my la and, you know, something like that right there. I'm just saying, at what age, though? Because when they said that Buddy was 75, he was her boyfriend for 25 years. Now, a lot of people may say, and then why you get married? Because 25 years, you don't get nothing out the deal. Hilarious. Anyway, I think I found one good reason. I think I found one good solid reason that it may benefit men to get married. I think it's one good reason, and that's to get your wife Social Security. Like hold on. Can you get your wife Social Security if she dies? Oh, I need my la answer. They don't want to give me an answer, y'all. Yes, you can receive your wife's Social Security benefits after she passes away through survivor's benefit. You may be eligible for a monthly payment and a one-time lump sum death payment of $255. You is lying to me. The key eligibility requirements: age 60 and older. You can receive reduced benefits starting at 60, which increase the closer you are to a full retirement age. Age 50 or older with a disability. If you have a disability that began before or within the 7 years of your spouse's death. Any age, if caring for a child, you are eligible at any age if you are caring for a deceased spouse's child who is under the age of 16. So if you got stepchildren, like, and their mama or their daddy died, you can collect benefits from your dead spouse out here. Oh, the marriage length. You must have been married for at least 9 months before her death. Unless, listen. Now, if something ever happened, if I ever have a legal wife or something like that, or something ever happened, they gonna go back in my doggone computer and say, well, did he ever look up Social Security benefits for a dead wife out here in the street? You know what I'm saying? Damn it, they might send me to prison. I don't know, but look. They say you must have been married for 9 months before her death, unless the death was accidental or occurred in the line of military duties. Oh, all right. Okay. Oh, all right. So hold on. Slow me down real quick, because I'm kind of wondering, why in the beginning they said that you may be eligible for a monthly payment and a one-time lump sum payment of $255. I don't say delete your history. Facts. You know what I'm saying? But look at him. Say, Willie, you ain't married. Say, my condolences. You never know. I could be in the system. I may not be in the system, but I will tell you that it don't benefit. But I think I found one. I'm getting confused because this thing say that you may be eligible for a monthly payment or a one-time lump sum death payment of $255. So is they saying that you can get monthly payments and then once you hit the $255, then it's over, or you can get, is the most that you can get is the $255? Huh? Now watch this. Let me ask the same question, but for a woman. Hold on. Can you get your husband's Social Security if he dies? Yes, you may be eligible for Social Security survival benefits if your husband passes away, allowing you to receive a monthly payment based on his earnings record, often between 71.5% and 100% of his benefits. Eligibility generally requires being at least 60 or 50 if disabled, and having been married for at least 9 months. Do y'all understand what just happened? So it's no monthly benefits. But I see what y'all saying, but do y'all understand what just happened? I just asked the same question. For a wife and a husband. The wife one says, yes, you can receive your wife's Social Security benefits after she passes away through survival benefits. You may be eligible for a monthly payment and a one-time lump sum death benefits of $255, right? That's what it said for you getting the wife's. To get the husband, this thing say, yes, you may be eligible for Social Security survival benefits if your husband passes away, allowing you to receive a monthly payment based on his earnings records and between 71.5% and 100% of his benefits. Eligibility generally requires being at least 50 and 60 or 50 if disabled, and having been married for at least 9 months. Do y'all understand what I just read? Both of them. You say, Willie, I received my husband who died second Social Security check, which was more than mine for the rest of my life. Got to be more careful. Do y'all understand that I think that this is based on women not working? Because when I asked about the wife's, it says nothing about her earnings record. It said nothing about that. And then they said a monthly payment or a lump sum of $255. So all you get, I tried to find a benefit for players to be married. I thought at least the Social Security would have been it. Wow. Oh, you right about that right there. Say widows can't remarry or will lose benefits. Yes. And then I also heard that a widow cannot stay with another man, live with another man. That's what I heard, but I'm not sure. Because I think if the widow is living with another man, then that says that she's in a relationship with that man, and they will cut off your benefits. Does somebody correct me? They say, Willie, I have my own career and I retired because he had lung cancer and I had to take care of him. Oh man, sad story right there. Say, what was the white man thinking when they signed these bills in the Congress years ago? I'm trying to tell you something. So if a wife dies, we just looking at $255. So when I tell you a woman really truly benefits from getting married, Jesus, she benefits while y'all married. She benefits when your ass dies. She benefits if she divorces you. God damn. Oh man, a full retirement age or older, you typically receive 100% of your deceased spouse's benefits. If you are between the age 60 and full retirement age, you receive 71.5 to 99%. But now this one just said spouses with an S, spouses benefits. So in my mind, they're talking about both. But it's strange that this is under the husband's. If the husband dies, it does not say spouses under the wife. If the wife dies, it doesn't say spouses. Wow. I just tried to help society, but I don't know. So technically, watch this. Technically, oh wait a minute. Wait a minute. I didn't read the whole thing. I'm looking downward because it's talking about the one-time benefit. I am up under the husband thing. And it's saying the one-time benefit of $255 can be paid to a survivor's spouse if they meet certain criteria, such as having lived with the deceased, notes, and the Social Security. So I'm guessing that they would give you $255 if your spouse die, and then you're still able to get the Social Security. That is what I'm thinking. That is what I'm thinking. Uh-oh. Divorce spouses. You may be eligible if you were married for at least 10 years and are currently unmarried unless the remarriage occurred after the age of 60. You can get... Oh, that's deep. I don't even think married people know that. I don't even think divorced people know this right here. So you can be divorced. And if your divorced husband, and I guess, or wife, dies, but y'all was married for 10 years and then got a divorce, you are still eligible to collect their Social Security. Wow. Wow. That is deep. Because I was just finna say, well, hell, I say about the time we hit like 60 or something, 58, 59, probably be like good age to go ahead on and get married. You know what I'm saying? Because then everybody done already made all their money, and I guess you ain't got to worry about nobody taking nothing from you and yada, yada, yada. I'm guessing. Because you're not making any more. Maybe after retirement. Maybe after you retire because you're not getting any more money. Man, I'm trying to help the system. Shout out to Big Moochie for the 499 super chat. He said, my dad said the wife or husband gets a piece of the Social Security if the spouses was not working. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Cool. So if it's all right, got to be more careful. Oh yeah, because hold on. I was just thinking. And then, well, hell, you can't get Social Security if your spouse wasn't working. Wait. Gets a piece of Social Security if the spouse was not working. Oh, so you saying that even if the spouse wasn't working, you could still get Social Security. Got it. Okay. All right. Bam. There it is. So I'm gonna still say that this is like the one benefit for men if your little la die by mistake or on purpose. If she just leave Earth, then you can have some extra money coming on in and don't spend it on your new la. You know what I'm saying? That's real disrespectful. Don't you do that. Bad boy. Bad boy. Don't do that. Don't take care of the young old with her money. Don't let her money like pay the bills, like buy some groceries or something like that right there. But with your money, get your fandangle on, pimp. You work for that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, speaking of relationships, y'all come on in and hit a little thumbs up button, man. I really do appreciate y'all rocking with a player. I hope that you all is excited and having y'all such a good time on this wonderful Tuesday, March the 17th, 20 to 26. Yes. If anybody else could think of any positives, any benefits that for men, any benefits for men for being married, y'all let us know so we can spread the word and possibly get a whole bunch of you other players out here married after a certain point of your life. I ain't telling y'all to do that shit right now. Don't do it. Don't do it when you're in your prime. You ain't gonna be in trouble. You say, example, if your wife was working and the husband was not, when the wife passed, the unemployed husband can get a piece of her social. Oh, okay. So shout out to all the players. Shout out to all the players who is house husbands. You know what I'm saying? And Your wife is taking care of everything. She is bringing home the bacon. You know what I'm saying? And she done mess around and died out there in the goddamn street. You go ahead on to get out of Social Security, man, and still get taken care of out here. You know what I'm saying? He said, well, you have to work and pay into the system for Social Security because that is who FICA is. That's who FICA is. In case y'all don't know, when you look on your check, shit, it should say FICA. The crazy part about it is, did y'all know people from other countries get Social Security? Now, I don't know if Google gonna tell you that. I don't know if Google gonna tell you that, but I've had people who work for the system, in the system, and will let you know, people from other countries getting y'all Social Security out here in these streets. Shout out to Deborah for the $2 super chat. He say, Willie, your skin is beautiful, looks moisturized. I be trying, like, listen. I be trying to do a little something. I don't be using soap or none of that fly shit. I just put some water on my face. I be trying to sleep. and stuff like that right there. I try to stay out of like the bacteria outside. You know what I'm saying? I try to stay inside a lot. And I don't be out clubbing and all that fly shit in the club with Hennessy and Black and Mild smoking cigarettes, smoking cigars and shit, and that shit getting all in your pores. I try to stay away from all that fly stuff right there. You know what I'm saying? To try to stay fly out here in these streets. For real though. I appreciate that right there. Thank you. We have a player, a boyfriend who had knocked off his girlfriend, but let me go ahead on and say that the right way. We have a 29-year-old. Did I say that right there? I think it's 29. We got a 29-year-old boyfriend is charged with killing his 18-year-old pregnant girlfriend. So baby daddy done knocked off baby mama. And this is out of Philly. Decisions. Here we go.
Dispute in Philadelphia's Ronhurst neighborhood that ended with an 18-year-old pregnant woman's death. Officers responded to an apartment complex along Langdon Street this past Monday. Investigators say the dispute all started over the family pet. Action News reporter Amanda Pitts spoke with the victim's family today, and she joins us live from Ronhurst with the latest. Amanda.
Yeah, Christy, Lamara Bradshaw was just 18 years old and pregnant at the time that she was killed. We spoke with her grieving mother and aunt today, who said she was a victim of domestic abuse.
My whole world is shattered right now.
It's been 4 days since Michelle Adecola's life forever changed. Lamara Bradshaw, known as Myra, her only daughter, was shot and killed Monday night, allegedly at the hands of her boyfriend.
She was carrying your baby. You should have more sympathy towards her. I don't understand that.
The family, not wanting to show their faces amid their grief, say the 18-year-old was pregnant with her second child when she was killed. Police say it happened on the 7000 block of Langdon Street in the Ronhurst section of Philadelphia. Police have charged 29-year-old Robert Tatum with voluntary manslaughter.
You tore my heart in pieces. You took something special away from me.
Investigators told Action News on Monday the shots were fired during an argument over a hamster, one that Adecola bought for her daughter last Saturday. But Bradshaw's aunt says the fight was over Tatum's infidelity.
He was cheating on her, and Myra is the kind of person, she'll say, if you're going to do it, I'm going to do it too. He's always in a jealous rage.
Sources tell Action News that Tatum claimed Bradshaw came at him with a knife and screwdriver, and that's when he shot her. The family says he'd been violent with her in the past.
He punched her in her face like 2 weeks ago, and in less than 24 hours, Myra went back to him. He manipulated her.
The family is hopeful they'll get justice, but say they'll never feel closure.
I feel like I didn't protect her enough to let this man kill my daughter, and I wasn't there to help her. It makes me feel broken inside.
She's like an angel. She's irreplaceable.
Now again, Tatum is in custody. He's facing 2 counts of voluntary manslaughter. As for Bradshaw, she leaves behind a 4-year-old child. Live in Ronhurst tonight, Amanda Pitts, Channel 6, Action News.
That ended with an
that 18-year-old pregnant mama leave a 4-year-old behind. Do the math. We finna go ahead on and run it on back because it is not finna put all that pressure on the player out here on the Willie Williams Show. We're not finna do that right now. We're not finna do that right now. They did not say that the 4-year-old is his baby. That's not what they said. He is not the father of the 4-year-old. Yes, her first baby was at 14. That also means that she had got impregnated, peed in at 13. A lot of people, they may want to ask the question, where was her mama them then? Huh? Where was her mama them then? Listen. Ladies, how many of you alls are cheaters? How many of y'all would cheat because your man cheated? Because if you is a woman who will claim to not be a cheater, then whether your man, if your man cheat, then you wouldn't try to cheat to get back. You would just separate and divide, right? A woman who would cheat because a man cheated, then hit you is a cheater. It's just who you is, and it's okay. It's okay. Be the authenticated you, or be the real you, or whatever. Be the unapologetic you. You know. She said that her daughter is the type of female who, if you can do it, or if you do it, I can do it too. So if I snort coke, you gonna snort? If I pop these perks, you gonna pop perk with me? If I shoot up a little heroin, you know what I'm saying? Is you gonna do that right there, huh? No. It's just sex. You is willing to go ahead on and do something with somebody else, which is kind of understandable. Hell, you got peed in at 13 and kept the baby. Somebody thought that it was a good idea, and 9 times out of 10 it was religious folk who thought that it was a good idea to allow a 14-year-old to produce a child, although by law you cannot prevent a 14-year-old from having a child. You cannot do that right there by law. I know that's your daughter, and my damn it, your daughter say that she don't want to have an abortion, a extraction, a vacuum, suck that baby out. There's nothing you can do as a parent. You know, the one who take care of the 13-year-old, 12-year-old, 11-year-old that's pregnant. Ain't nothing that you could do if the child say no. You know, we gonna let the children run the yard out here in the goddamn street. It is what it is. But that baby got a throat, and I mean a throat. Y'all so nasty. A throat tattoo is what I'm talking about. That be big though. But I know a lot of people may want to say, well, why she got that there at such a shoot? She was just a young girl with that big old tattoo on her throat. Hell, she was also a mama at that great young age. At that great young age, that baby was a mama, and believe in me, she got peed in at 13 and had that baby at 14. She was continuously having a whole bunch of sex, and I ain't saying that sex is a problem. I love some sex. Got to be the best thing on the planet. So I wouldn't be shocked if she was constantly having sex, 13, 14, 15, and so on and so forth, like a whole bunch of us had done did. You know what I'm saying? So don't judge her like that right there. I looked through the comments and they was calling him a pedo, and I'm like, hold on, do y'all even understand that a pedophile? Well, she did get pregnant at 13. Listen, he was not her baby daddy, so he could not be a pedo because he was not with her when she was 13 and produced a child at 14. So that's off the table. Could he have been a map? Okay, because who was to say that he just started to deal with her when she was 18? What if she was 17? Hell, what's the life expect? This is the wrong question. What is the age of consent in Philadelphia? The age of consent, it's 16. But he would still be considered a map if it's anything under 17, because that's a minor. Anything but legal, but it's still a minor. Shout out to We Counting Money over here for the $1 cash app. Say what's the legal age? What's the legal age of consent in that jurisdiction? 16 years old. For real though. They say under 13 cannot legally consent to sexual activities. Ages 13 to 15 can Legally consent only if the other person is less than 4 years old. Like in my state, Florida, we have a thing called Romeo and Juliet law. So the 13 and 13 can smash each other and get pregnant by the 13-year-old, because believe it or not, 13-year-old boys got that thing called sperm, and it swims down in your egg area and it try to hit them eggs. And when y'all eggs is not receptive, then y'all lose y'all eggs during the period. Y'all eggs is worthless and they die and they gone and we never get to see them again. He say, if she already has a baby, he's not a map. What y'all think about that right now? What do y'all think about that right there? I mean, technically the person will still be a map, but I'm kind of understanding what you're saying. I'm kind of understanding, because after you have a baby, you still a baby. You still a baby. You still a baby, but you a parent too. I just, I'm gonna say yes. You are still a map, but I understand what you asked. I really do see where you're trying to go with it. You say that he knew she wasn't gonna be a good mama. Got a good point, maybe. You say, I guaranteed if she made it to her 20s, she would have used her excuse, I was young and dumb and I didn't know better. Oh, facts. That's what, in my opinion, the majority of them say. That's the excuse for the majority of them who've had children at a young age. I'm going to run it back a little bit. Going to run it back and hear a few things.
Pregnant woman's death. Officers responded to an apartment complex along Langdon Street this past Monday. Investigators say the dispute all started over the family pet.
It's over the family pet. So in my mind, it wasn't his family pet. Maybe it was her family pet. Maybe it was a little pit bull who had done jumped that buddy or something.
Action News reporter Amanda Pitts spoke with the victim's family today, and she joins us live from Ronhurst with the latest. Amanda.
You say, Willie, it's a religion that says that she's grown at 9. I thought that was I thought that it was the Israelites. Well, I do know that the book says from whenever a girl has a period, she's a adult. Well, she's a woman. When a female has a period, she's considered a woman according to the Bible. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, Christy, Lamara Bradshaw was just 18 years old and pregnant at the time that she was killed. We spoke with her grieving mother and aunt today, who said she was a...
And it's good that she actually didn't have her second child when she was 14 to 15 to 16. At least it was at 18. You know, she gave her 4-year-old a chance to grow and be 4. You know, you said that you thought that it was at 13. No, because it speaks of the flower. When the flower do the thing, I can't remember the exact language of it, but it's saying like when the flower bloom or something like that right there. But it is when the girl has her period, according to the book. He said, yes, because her reproductive system has fully developed. Yes, Willie, you are right. I'm trying to tell y'all, I be doing stuff.
Victim of domestic abuse.
My whole world is shattered right now.
It's been 4 days since Michelle Adecola's life forever changed. Lamara Bradshaw, known as Myra, her only daughter.
Oh, Myra.
Was shot and killed Monday night, allegedly at the hands of her boyfriend.
Hands of her boyfriend. Well, she decided. She made a choice. Remember, she decided to deal with a 29-year-old. My problem is people have a problem that he's 29. Do y'all understand that she could have died if he was 18? Y'all do understand, like she could have, because the mother is gonna say that he had done popped her once before and she went right back to him, manipulate her to come back to hell. No, he could have been 18. He could have been 16 and she could have been 18. If he popped the ass and she would have went back, the mother still would have said, and he manipulated her to come back. Don't be manipulation. This is what people want to do.
She was carrying your baby. You should have a more sympathy.
So we should put up with more crap because somebody is pregnant, basically, is what she's saying.
Towards her. I don't understand that.
The family, not wanting to show their faces amid their grief, say the 18-year-old was pregnant with her second child when she was killed. Police say it happened on the 7000 block of Langdon Street in the Ronhurst section of Philadelphia. Police have charged 29-year-old Robert Tatum with voluntary manslaughter.
Let me back this little piece up because I just saw this building. I thought that this shit was a hospital. I thought that this right here was a hospital, but this is one building and this is a building that looked just like this building. Basically what I'm trying to say, if y'all staying in this shit right here, stop producing children. I don't get out of here. I don't even know why this is a place where you all will produce children, but we follow the people before us sometimes.
Of Langdon Street in the Ronhurst section of Philadelphia. Police have charged 29-year-old Robert Tatum with voluntary
That's who she picked. A 29-year-old man who yeah, this is the love of her life. This is the one who she decided to pick and allowed to pee in her. Now, remember they say that women grow up faster than us. They is more smarter than us, and they become more mature faster than us. They really, really do. And in my mind, I have often said because females tend to have sex before we have sex. It's easier for women to have sex than it is for men. And I think that that's when they be talking about the maturity because she's had sex, so she's gotten into the adult era of childhood, and the boys haven't got to the adult era of childhood yet. So the boys are still acting 100% like boys should act. When the female has had sex as a teenager, now there's in the I'm a child and / adult era now. That's kind of what made them get there faster. But look. So she's been a mother for 4 years. You would think that she would have better decision making. Huh? Because she's had to think of, now I have to raise somebody. I have to protect somebody. I have to feed somebody. I have to care for somebody else. So you would think that she would tend to make better decisions. You know, work out like that. It does.
Manslaughter.
You tore my heart in pieces. You took something special away from me.
Investigators told Action News on Monday the shots were fired during an argument over a hamster, one that Atacola bought.
Over a hamster? I thought it was a pit bull. It's over a hamster.
For her daughter last Saturday. But Bradshaw's aunt says the fight was over Tatum's infidelity.
He was.
So she said over cheating.
But Bradshaw's aunt says the fight was over Tatum's infidelity.
He was cheating on her, and Myra is the kind of person, she'll say, if you're going to do it, I'm going to do it too. He's always in a jealous rage.
So she would talk. She would always say, if you're going to do it, I am going to do it too. So just think about this right here. Oh, so she was mad that he was cheating. Got it.
To tell Action News that Tatum claimed Bradshaw came at him with a knife and screwdriver.
I can believe that. I can believe that. Look at her representative popping. Oh, cutie. Oh. I can believe that she came at him with a knife and a screwdriver or something like that right there. Because if Auntie them is saying that this was over cheating, that's what we do. She's supposed to try to jug him and stab him and all that fly shit right there. And he pulled that thing out on him. Oh, bad.
And that's when he shot her. The family says he'd been violent with her in the past.
He punched her in her face like 2 weeks ago, and in less than 24 hours, Myra went back to him.
Because she loved her man. And y'all women be saying that as if, oh my God, she's stupid, and oh my God, she should have left him, when y'all did the same thing. A lot of y'all who would say, oh, she should have just left him because he hit her the first time. You ain't leave the first time either. Huh? It took you a while. It took you some time, you know. Let that girl live her life. Well, she can't live it now. I'm just saying, like with other other females the way I be saying, well, you leave as soon as he hit you. Man, that shit be a turn on for a lot of chicks. Hell, a lot of dudes too. It just do.
Weeks ago, and in less than 24 hours, Myra went back to him.
I'm surprised it took her 24. Well, it did say less, so it was probably like 20 hours or something like that right there. I think like a 12-hour shift. She had done came on back around there. Why did you do that to me? Why can't we just talk about it? Shit like that, yeah.
For hours, Myra went back to him. He manipulated her.
The family.
He manipulated her to come on back around there. Now listen. Now listen. We will pop your ass and leave and all that, and then be calling you, talking, damn, babe, I ain't really mean like that right there, man, but you be out here tripping and shit like that right there. The way that your mouth be moving and shit like that, I be trying to tell you, man, go ahead on, man, leave me alone just for the, damn it, just get out my ear, just give me a minute, something like that right there, but you don't be wanting to play or leave and shit, so damn it, yeah, I hit you by mistake on purpose, but damn, I ain't never did that right there before, and I ain't never gonna do it again. I'm like, all right, I'm on my way around there. Come on around here to talk. We need to talk about it, baby. I don't need to be around here texting and calling you on no damn phone. I need to look you in your eyes, man, to let you know, hey, I love you, though. I made a mistake this time, though.
Is hopeful they'll get justice, but say they'll never feel closure.
I feel like I didn't protect her enough to let this man kill my daughter.
I just want to tell you like this, mama, you couldn't protect your daughter. I think your bad feelings should have been when she got pregnant at 13. Once she got pregnant at 13, this is when I guess you should have had that thought that you didn't protect your daughter. That's really when you should have had that thought. Damn, I ain't protect my baby from getting that meat and getting peed in and allowing her to produce a child. But you couldn't have prevented something that she signed up for, which is she signed up for the relationship. You can't prevent. I keep trying to tell y'all, once that monkey get wet and that meat get hard, parenting is damn near over. Parenting is damn near over, man. Sometimes we gonna listen to you, sometimes we ain't, man. But listen, when it's time for us to get what we need to go ahead on and get, this is what we gonna do.
And I wasn't there to help her. It makes me feel broken inside.
Of course you weren't supposed to be there to help her because she was in her domestic love relationship. And she was in a relationship with her man by herself, as she's supposed to be. Of course you, damn it, you wasn't there when he popped her. And watch this. You wasn't there when she popped him. Because for you all to just be out here believing that because a man done popped a woman that she ain't never popped him. Typically we pop chicks in response to getting popped. But we don't really be want to talk about it like that.
She's like an angel. She's irreplaceable.
She's like an angel. She's irreplaceable. The angel who got pregnant at 13. I don't know if that disqualifies you or qualifies you to be an angel, but I don't. But I guess that you can feel how you want to feel about your loved ones. I really ain't tripping on that right there. But remember, we be putting names and titles on people that just, you say, no, Willie, it was him, her, in the hamster. Whoa. It was him and her in the hamster. It was all three of them. I wonder, hell, he was probably afraid of the hamster. He probably killed the hamster. How can you manipulate a strong, independent single mama? That's what I'm trying to tell you something. And she was probably educated too. Y'all know how y'all be out here in the street, man. Huh? Y'all know how y'all be out here in the doggone street. But we got something for you. We got something to share. Sad. Remember, I think it's this one. If y'all would like to support Limara family in their grief. They asked for $11,000, man. They got $88.23. And also remember, the Willie Williams Show has a GoFundMe. Also, the link's down there in the description. The link is down there in the description. Let's see. I wonder what's on the neck. I wonder what is that on the neck. Our family is grieving. Hold on, let me. They wrote a synopsis. Our family is grieving the unimaginable loss of Miss Bradshaw, whose life was taken too soon on March 9, 2026 in Philadelphia. Ms. Bradshaw was only 17 years old and was expecting a child. Her death has left a deep and painful void in our hearts, well, in the hearts of everyone who loved her. And she was a daughter, a granddaughter, niece, cousin, and friend. She had a bright spirit and a future ahead of her that was tragically cut short. The loss of both her and her unborn baby has devastated our family and our community. Police have described the incident as an act of domestic violence, and the individual responsible has been taken into custody. As the legal process moves forward, our family is focusing on honoring her life and supporting one another through this heartbreaking time. We are raising funds to help support her mother, Michelle Adacola, I'm guessing, as she navigates the difficult days ahead. The contributions will help with the funeral and memorial expenses, immediate family support during this time of grief, other unexpected costs that arises from this tragedy. No parent should ever have to bury their child. Your support, whether through a donation, sharing this page, or keeping our family in prayers, means more than we can express. Thank you for standing with us as we honor Lamar, I cannot pronounce her name, honor her, Miss Bradshaw's life, and remember the love that she brought into the world. With gratitude, Michelle and the entire extended family. Such a sad story. No insurance though, and I keep trying to tell you good people, as long as y'all around here at the Willie Williams Show, we talk about this right here. If y'all dying without insurance, we talk about it. And we be like, we as failures. If you ain't got no damn life insurance on your kinfolk, you was a failure. If you ain't got no insurance on your damn self and you got kids, you was a failure. But you don't have to stay a failure. You can go ahead on and get you some life insurance today. You can get you something right now, you know. Nice old pics. That's what's up. Oh, such a sad one, but another one that's fallen. Another one that's fallen because of decision making. The one thing that we do not know is what happened behind closed doors. We don't know. And again, we don't know if she done jumped on him multiple times. Because like I said, typically we do not lay hands until hands have been laid on us. Just saying, move right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. Decision making. Really, really good decision making. A lot of you women be saying, there ain't no good black men out here, all this right here. Why y'all not out at the college? We got a whole bunch of graduates. We got a whole bunch who was about to graduate. Why y'all not going out to, like, Morehouse College and all that flash over there? Hell, in every college, there's multiple darker hue players who was in school. Why aren't darker hue sisters getting with these dudes and getting married? Have y'all noticed that right now? There ain't no good educated men and all that. Bitch, they in school with you. I don't understand. They graduated with you. They put their tassel on this side. They throw their hat up in the air just with you. Y'all didn't want them though. Strange. Let's go to the Navy Yard. To the Navy Yard, because y'all out here acting a plumb fool. I don't know what's going on. Listen, and shout out to everybody who went to Houston for spring break where it ain't no water at. I just don't understand. What the hell is y'all in Houston for? And y'all Negroes done showed y'all naturals. Y'all done showed y'all naturals out here, man. Oh my God, it make me just be so depressed and be unhappy to be black sometimes. It's kind of like we can't go nowhere, dog. It's like we can't go nowhere. What's wrong with you people? Do our lighter hue brothers need to put their foot back on our neck so we can be more respectable? More loving, caring. More, I'm not going to hurt my brother and sister. You know what I'm saying? The teens go wild. The teens go wild in D.C., which is Washington, at the Navy Yard. And they say that this here happened again. This ain't even much first time. Hold on. Damn it, I thought that done changed everything. This ain't even the first time out here, but look here. Look here.
D.C.'s Navy Yard. A group of teenagers.
And say, I see a whole bunch of lighter hues. I see a whole bunch of lighter hues out there. Damn it, I probably see like one or two darker skin. Shout out to him. He seems to me that he cares about things like property taxes and shit. You know what I'm saying? He seems to me like he is into buying some real estate, and he really, really care about the doggone community, although he's black. And you know, a lot of us black folks who care about the community, we may be deemed as sellouts and you guys don't want to create more programs for the kids and all that little dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Is it simple? Get rid of that, hold their heads accountable, lock their heads up, lock their mammies them up. You know what I'm saying? How you as a parent don't know that your babies is outside like this right here? But hold on. I want to show y'all something else. And this is like the downtown area. This is like a main strip area, right? With their stores. These are stores. This is the busways and the walkways. These is buildings, right? Why is these boys out here throwing the football?
It's an early.
Why is they in a commercial area playing with the balls? Is mama in like a building or something, like getting a hair did or something like that right there? Why is they outside? I ain't never grew up like that right there. Why? From now to October, damn it. From 8 o'clock, everybody get arrested. And I think that everybody need to get arrested. They need the National Guard. Somebody call Trump. Somebody call Trump. We need National Guard down here. Listen, they need to lock up enough kids to where they can't even open up the schools on Monday. If you lock up enough of the kids, ain't nobody going to school. And it will become like a national problem and all that fly stuff, and then things will start to change and stuff like that right there. Just in my mind, I think that we need to be like a little bit more harsh. I think that over time we have gotten really, really soft. We done got real, real soft with our parenting. We done got real, real soft with everything. Everything. Y'all still letting y'all kids lock the doors and shit and tell you, wait, knock on my door before you come in my room. What? You read my diary. What? I don't understand. Y'all's children raise their voice at y'all. I want to raise like that, dog. Y'all let children stay out past time that the damn light pole come on outside. Have y'all forgotten? Have y'all forgotten how we came up? Don't let that light pole catch you. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the lights come on outside and you're out that door. You know. Y'all let them be out 10, 11 o'clock. Now watch this. I think why is this not a thing? Any child who is outside 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning without their parents should be arrested for neglect. Damn, boy, you good. But this why they won't make you like a governor or something like that right there, pimp. If we catch your child outside downtown and all that little fly shit at the mall area and all that, 9, 10, 11 o'clock, your child 13, 14, oh dog, come here, I'm gonna put your ass in handcuffs. Where you live, we're gonna go around there, we're gonna knock on the door, mama, because typically it's mama, over 70% is mamas. 80% is mamas. Come on, Miss Lady. What happened? He was outside. What you doing outside? It's 10:45, baby. Come on. Turn around. I know I ain't do nothing, all that little dumb shit. Turn around. We gonna incarcerate you for 24 hours. First offense. The second offense, we got to hold you for 30 days, baby. To where now you're gonna lose your job. Yeah. DCF is gonna get involved. Yeah. Which DCF is gonna get involved now. Because this is neglect. And you're being charged for neglect. See, we got to stop with the chances and all that little dumb shit. Do y'all know if we cut out the chances, the chance of this happening goes down to like 1%? If we cut out giving chances. If the first time your child is called out, let's say 10, 11, 12 o'clock, and your ass don't know where your child at, you go down for 30 days. DCF is called, neglect charges. We don't give a damn that you about to lose your house, and we don't care that you have multiple children inside the house, and if we take you, there's nobody to keep the children. Don't care nothing about that. The children going in the system the first time. Do y'all understand how good of a parent we would now be? We would be, because now we are lax parents. We is really, really lazy ass parents. You know what I'm saying? But if the first time you 30 days and you don't get to see your children and none of that, I don't give a damn that your baby is 2 days old, bitch, you should have been watching the other one that's outside. You the one signed up to be a parent. He just don't listen to me. I try to keep him in the house. Your bad, your body, your baby. Now your jail time, baby. You got to be here responsible, sugar. You should have raised him better. You should have left him with his dad. You should have had a daddy for him. Then maybe he wouldn't be disrespecting you the way that he disrespected you, baby. I'm trying to help. I got one more for you. Some research has been done. We got new research. We have new research that's saying that being broke, I'm surprised that being broke ain't giving heart attacks out here, but being broke can physically harm the health of your heart. Financial stress can age your heart more than sugar. Oh, I want y'all to hear that. Financial stress. Y'all know that often, a lot of times I have talked about providers anxiety. I've said them words many years out here in these doggone streets. It is real stressful to provide for a family. It can be stressful to provide for a family. It's less stressful providing for yourself, but to have to provide for a family, that's even more stressful. A new study has been published by the Mayo Clinic, which means that it is real. The Mayo Clinic proceedings suggest that financial stress and food insecurities may age the heart. Now, why did y'all just give us a headline of financial stress can age the heart? And then in the paragraph, y'all say financial stress and food insecurities may age the heart as much as or even more than traditional risk factors of heart disease. Researchers analyzed data from more than 280,000 adults and found that people experiencing high financial strain showed signs of faster cardiovascular aging. Experts say that chronic financial stress can trigger ongoing releases of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which can raise the blood pressure, increase inflammation, and put long-term strain on the heart and blood vessels. Unlike shortness, unlike short-term stress, money-related worries often persist and can affect sleep, diet, exercise, and access to health. Y'all can go ahead on and look this here up at the Mayo Clinic and or go to Black Millionaires on Instagram out here in these streets. He said, my heart is rich. My heart is famous despite how my pocket's feeling. He said, my heart is broken when I don't have any money. So I believe it. Me too. Listen, being broke is depressing. Being broke is depressing as hell. Ain't shit funny when I ain't got no money. Ain't shit funny when I ain't got no money. I don't want to play. I don't want to play. I don't even want to hunch, which is kind of strange to me. That's a lot of people who produce children, they are in poverty. People in poverty produce more children than people who is not in poverty. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to fandangle. Bitch, I ain't got no paper. Hey, sleep. Bitch, I don't want to sleep. I don't want to do none of that. When I ain't got that paper. Say that she 100% agree with yes, me too. You say when someone says money isn't everything, my heart says otherwise. I am in it. Listen, lady, I like that right there. I got to go out on and give you a little hard. Yes, I'm in agreement. For so many years, people have told us money ain't everything. Money isn't because of religion. Ever since that little line that had done said that money is the root of all evil, and they have just dismissed money. When your book even tell you money answereth all things. Look it up for yourself. Damn it. Let me go out on a help. Money answereth all things in the Bible. What is the thing? Ecclesiastes 10:19, in case y'all want to check that there out. I'm trying to tell y'all something. Without money, you can't eat healthy. Without money, you can't go to the doctors. Without money, you can't, hell, without money, your stress level, your cortisol level is high. Your blood pressure is up without money. You can't take care of your family. You can't have better education. You can't get out of poverty. You can't move from where you at. If you is in poverty, the money will help you move. Your air quality can't get better without money. I know, but Willie, money and everything. Yes, the hell it is. Money is the only thing, in my opinion. So we got to do better. We got to relearn some shit that we have been taught back when we was children, because it don't make sense. You need that paper. And a lot of us, we tried to be modest and stuff. I don't want to be rich. I just want to be comfortable. Bitch, I want to be filthy fucking rich out here in the damn street. We used to say that there, hoping that we is able to find a way to at least live comfortable. Hell no, I want to be filthy rich. I want to be a gazillionaire. Damn all that. You know what I'm saying? Get all that damn money that you can out here in these streets. But a lot of people is okay with being mediocre. A lot of people is okay with being broke. A lot of people is okay with the same thing, making the same little $30,000 every goddamn year out here in the goddamn street. The same $25,000, the same $20,000, the same $40,000. Y'all is okay with making the same amount of damn money in the same struggle. Now it's okay if you making that type of money, but you're not in a struggle. Now, Willie, how can you make that type of money and not be in a struggle? Well, I would say it like that right here. If your house is paid for, and if your cars is paid for, and if your kids grown, I think that you can do pretty good off of 40. Hell, you might could do good off of 30. I mean, good to where you still got some money to play with. You still got some money to invest and all that. You ain't got to work the 5 days a week and shit like that right there. You know. But that's after everything paid for. Just saying. I'm just saying. So y'all, we have to find ways to get that paper up so at the least we can have better health. You say this is true. Reasons why I try to keep at least $500 in my account until the next pay cycle, because it's scary being broke, living paycheck to paycheck. Player. Or is that a man? Yeah. Listen. I understand them. Try to at least keep 500. y'all better find a way to at least have 5,000. Find a way, and one of the best ways is go to work and go home. Stay your ass out from outside. Stop buying clothes and shit. Stop buying clothes and shit, and spend less in buying food. Stop going out. It makes no sense. Every time I leave my house, it's $100 or better. I don't even know how. It's just $100 or better, bitch. Shout out to Sensei for the $5 super chat. You say, again, they mistake the word from the Bible. You say it reads, the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. Big difference. That's a fact. But because they decide to not read the book, they decide to just listen to Pastor them or the elders. They believe that that's what it say in the damn book. And we got to stop following other people's translations of the book. How the hell you gonna let somebody tell you that money ain't that serious and yada yada yada? And shout out to the people who call money, oh, money is fake. Money is the fiat currency. I want to be rich with fiat currency. I want to be filthy fucking rich with fiat currency, because the fiat currency have your ass out here healthy. Do y'all understand? If you can't afford to go to the dentist, do y'all know that y'all mouth can cause all type of problems in your brain, in your heart, in your kidneys, in your lung? Your mouth affects everything. So having the gingivitis and all that vitis and all that flashy right there, because you're not able to get proper checkups and cleanings and all that flashy right there, because your ass ain't got no damn money. All right. Shout out to the nice for the $5 super chat. It says, showing my support, player from the bar. I appreciate that right there. I'm trying to help, dog. I promise I'm trying to help, man. Collectively, we all have already called the front desk for an early checkout. Oh, I guess he's talking about death or something like that right there. He say sound about right and accurate. I'm going to say that is accurate. The Mayo Clinic be like, recent studies show that cause and effect is a real thing. Yeah, right? Shout out to them. Money is a current, and lack of it can affect the currency running through your heart. That's a good one right there. I like that right there. Which is why keeping black folks in poverty is so important to our enemies. Let me say this right here. I don't think that we got enemies like we think that we got enemies. Nobody is stopping us from getting money. Nobody's stopping us from getting money. Huh? I do believe that if we had real enemies, we would not be able to get money the way that we get money. And a lot of broke people will say that the enemies are stopping us from getting money, because maybe you was at a point in your life to where you can't make more than what you making, or you really can't get you no money out here in the street. I got 191 likes. Why do I not have 200? I need 200. Y'all help play out. But anyway, I hope that this is able to help. You say only for men. I don't want to say that this don't affect women. I don't want to say that this only affects men. I don't want to say that right now, because the women who is not around here on assistance and can care less about anything, the women who is really, really working to survive out here and try to take care of their damn kids, and it done got difficult because the prices is going up. That shit is stressful, y'all. Shout out to all the single mamas. That shit is stressful. But I'm talking about the single mamas who ain't on no damn assistance trying to make it. And they can't even get on assistance because they make over the limit. Maybe like $36,000. They probably make $36,100 or something. And now your ad don't qualify for no type of damn assistance. It's difficult out here, y'all. Y'all, it's real, real difficult. And we got to do better, make better decisions. I told y'all that I wasn't going to go the whole time, but I done ended up being here the whole time. Moving right along. I ain't gonna eat much hold y'all. Bam. Now y'all give yourself a pat on the back. Y'all done made it to the end of the nightly news show. I hope that y'all been entertained. I hope that y'all got a whole bunch of information that maybe you can use at the water fountain or something like that right there. I've been sitting up here. Damn it, I just said I got 199. I got 199. Can we listen? I know good as hell well. I need one more. I just need one more. Look here. Y'all please remember, go around to the Willie Williams Show 4 channel, 7 channel, except then agree channel, the WillieWilliamsShow.com. I appreciate it. Y'all please remember, go around here to Pleasant Candles, pleasantcandles.com. The link is down there in the description. Jesus, hot apple pie make me want to bite that bit. For real though, everything is Willie poured. Nothing is third party. Everything comes from my warehouse to your house. We have multiple fragrances. If you would like for your area to smell better than it does right now, just go on around there. PleasantCandles.com. Order yours today. Appreciate y'all. I really do. Players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show. Hold on. Y'all give yourself a pat on the back. Y'all done made it over 200. Got 204 out here with the thumbs up. Appreciate that right there. Y'all, players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show. Say it's just the finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la and or your life. It's your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm is. I really do appreciate y'all for rocking. Y'all tell somebody about a player, man, so people come around here and try to see pimping. If y'all new around here, subscribe. Please hit the bell so y'all can know when a player go live. Monday through Friday at 7 o'clock. Come on around here and check out a player. Remember, a lot of times we be some everywhere. Links is down there in the description. Subscribe everywhere that the Willie Williams Show name, the Willie Williams Show, is at. I almost messed all that right there. Listen, y'all, I'm finna go on and get up out of here. Y'all do that one thing that I always ask y'all, and I appreciate y'all for doing it, is just stay alive. Appreciate y'all for rocking.